Hey, what's up guys? It's Apollo. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to this Medieval 2 Total War online battle, a 1v1 on Canyon. Canyon always makes some interesting gameplay because of the crazy terrain, but we have Venice versus England, and this is a sub-battle replay, so this one is sent in by Like a Boss. So thank you for the battle replay and happy birthday to you, buddy. It is his birthday today, so everybody wish him a happy birthday and thank you for the battle replay. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope everyone has a wonderful day and you guys enjoyed this video. So let's go ahead and check out the Venetian army comp, starting with this Cav on the bottom of this canyon. He's got 4 strads, so he's bringing 4 of these bastards. Strads are unbelievable. They are a very, very good unit, and 4 of them, well, they should get the job done. And in the back, he has some heavy cav. He's got 2 men-at-arms, an okay cav unit. And for his army, infantry, they're split right now, but he has 4 Venetian heavy infantry on this flank. So I think he spent most of his money into his heavy infantry. And he has 2 Pavi's crossbow militia. And all the way on this side, we've got 4 dismounted feudal knights. Pretty cool. And 1 Pavi's crossbow militia. So if you thought his deployment was strange, let's look at the English deployment here. We've got an army just scattered all over the place. I have no idea what's going on. England is commanded by Sean_NV. But looking at his army, we'll go ahead and start with his cav. Let's see, he's got 2 merchant cav militia. He has a general's bodyguard that does not have the general in it. Let's see, we've got 3 English knights, 1 on the bottom here, and there's 2 near the trees. Now looking at his heavy infantry, he's got 2 dismounted English knights, 2 dismounted feudal knights, and 2 armored swordsmen. So an okay infantry force. They're just spread out, so I'm not sure what he's trying to do with this deployment, but we'll see. And then he's got 2 Irish kerns. So that's cool to see them. And then he has a Sherwood unit way over here with the general in it. So this is going to be fun. Let's go ahead and play this. This is certainly going to be fun. So not bringing any archers. Well, actually he has some peasant archers and the Sherwood archers, but not that many archers. So I think we're going to see a pretty quick battle here. At least. I mean, usually when armies do not have skirmishing forces, it's fairly quick. But we have the strads, 1 unit of strads. Looks like they're going to charge straight into the Irish kerns. They are unprotected, so this would be an easy charge if you can pull this off. You have to go in there quick. You have to watch out from the peasant archers, but the peasant archers aren't really going to do anything. And here we go. They charge into the Irish kerns. So that's a big mistake there. You got to make sure you protect your skirmishers, or they will be charged to death. And then he's going to continue to chase them. At this point, he needs to run forward his heavy infantry. There he goes. You can also send your cav in because the cav are very swift. They will get there very quickly, and they'll protect your units. But look at this. He's going to continue to push. Okay, there we go. He's going to retreat there, but not bad on either side. England lost some Irish kerns, but they're pretty cheap units, so it's not that big of a deal. They're not really going to do much for you in the battle anyways. But we still have the strads just marching around. And the armies back here are not moving. Actually, there's a little bit of a skirmish. Oh, look at this. We have 2 Sherwood archers, but they're not protected whatsoever, so the strads are going to clean this unit up. England's desperately trying to protect them, sending some English knights over here. But this is just a bizarre game. We've got the Sherwoods fighting for the fighting for their lives. And I guess he's going to retreat out of there, try to avoid the English knights. And we have more strads moving out. Oh, we've got another unit. Oh, wait, no. England and Venice look very similar, but we have another strad unit coming out. They're coming out 1 at a time. And he's going to go after the peasant archers. This is why it's really important to not spread out your army like this, because it makes it very difficult to defend everybody. And Venice is going to take advantage of that. And that hill really saved them there. Look at that. That hill slowed down their charge. So pretty good move by England to use that hill. And we have 2 English knights in position here. They need to be careful because they are in range of the Pavese crossbowmen. And the Strads, well, the Strads can probably beat the English knights if he can get good charges off. But we'll see. We will see, folks. I love the English knights. They're pretty awesome. They have axes, so they have AP attack. Oh, they're just getting chewed up. I would just charge into this heavy infantry, because heavy infantry, they can't stop a cav charge. In melee, they can do pretty well, but it doesn't look like he's going to charge. He's just going to walk up to the enemy, and then the Strads are going to engage him here. Oh, let's see that charge by the Strads, and then they have maces, so they have AP attack. That's just, they're dirty. They are just dirty. And England's just going to avoid that. He's just going to act like it didn't happen. He's going to continue to try to charge into this infantry. And they break. Not a smart idea there. And now it looks like he's got a unit in wedge formation. English knights going for the Strads. So this one is in favor of the English because this Strad unit is pretty depleted at this point. It still has 18 units in it. But we do have a... Look at this. This Strad unit is chasing down these poor peasant archers. Why are they running so far away from their main army? I do not know. But he's going to run them down and kill them easily. So that's one less archer unit. This is just a waste of money. I don't even think this unit got a volley off. But good work with the Strads. And now we have some men-at-arms showing up to the fight, so they're going to help out their Strad unit there. And I think England, he's going to slowly walk away from this engagement. There he goes. Get out of there. That's a smart move. Get out of the engagement. You're going to lose that one, so try to save that unit. And what... Okay, yeah, this is England. Sorry, their flags are so similar. I keep confusing England with Venice. I was like, is Venice seriously running right by all these troops? But England's going to get out of there, so he's going to save those 2 units of cav, which is good. If I was England, seeing that the army was separated, I would focus my army on one side. So I would push forward and try to take out half of their army, because this half, say if you attack this half, they're not protected by this half. I mean, they might be able to fire some Pavese, but that's not a big deal. And you can take out half of their army. So that's what I would have done. But again, England did not deploy on one side. They were spread out just like Venice. And then Strads are going to charge into these generals' bodyguard. So that's what the Strads can do. They can just charge, charge, and retreat. That's what they're known to do. And they can go toe to toe with heavy infantry. Or heavy cav. That's for sure. And we have, what is this? 1 unit of dismounted feudal knights charging into the bottom of this canyon. Who knows why? I do not know why at all. And then we have some Sherwood archers. Looks like they're fighting against Venice here, trying to weaken their numbers. They're going to lose this fight to the Pavese, though, because they're outnumbered. It looks like the general's already bloodied up. This is not a good idea right here. You don't want to separate your army. It's never a good idea. Never, never, never. Never separate your army, please. It's important to stay together and fight as one unit. You will win battles as fighting as one unit, not as fighting as multiple units. Because this unit here is unprotected. If I was Venice, I would send my Strads after this unit because it has the general in it. And killing the general is pretty important in Total War because it will destroy the morale of the forces, the enemy forces. So what do we got going on here? We've got a little cav battle going on. English knights versus the men-at-arms, and then they're getting flanked by the Strads. Victory is in favor of the Venetians. In England, he's charging up some cav over here, and he's got his dismounted English knights. So I think this battle is definitely a battle of newer players. So if you're a new player, so hopefully you can learn from the mistakes of these players. Like a boss is doing a better job, though, of course, compared to his enemy here. Never charge one unit of feudal knights after cav. That's never a good idea. Heavy infantry are just way too slow to chase down cav, and the cav can easily just turn around and charge you. And like this, watch. He's got his strats coming in, and he's gonna charge the enemy. Look at how many, look at that. Like 8 of them died there, and he's just gonna escape. And the heavy infantry, they can't do anything about it. So heavy infantry is not a good anti-cav unit unless it's like English knights, dismounted English knights. Even then, they can get charged down. So that's a big issue. And then we have a little engagement here. Let's see, we've got English general's bodyguard with no general in it. He's desperately trying to charge into this heavy infantry. See, this is good. Like, this is good. You know, you're trying to charge into the heavy infantry. You just need to follow it up with heavy infantry to fight. So like, it's a good strategy is to charge your cav in, retreat, and then have your heavy infantry slightly behind, and then they can engage. Oh, the enemy general is running. Here comes another charge. So this is good. This is good. English knights. Let's see. Now you're charging up your Welsh spearmen. He has some Welsh spearmen I missed earlier. More merchant cav. Not very good cav unit, but it's okay. They should disrupt their formations here. English knights going in. Oh, there goes the general. So assassinates the general with a powerful cav charge. See, this is not good. You don't want to clump up your cav here. I think it would be better to have the merchant cav go around behind the Venetians, and they can kind of sandwich them in. So this is not good on the Venetian part. Again, you want to have your armies together as one. It's very, very important. Because they can get separated and unsupported and just outmaneuvered and outflanked and outplayed, basically. Because, well, at this point you want to retreat the cav because they're gonna have a tough time fighting melee against the Venetian heavy infantry. But here comes the Welsh spearmen, which is pretty cool. You never get to see them. And here we go, dismounted feudal knights in the battle. They both lost their general. The general's bodyguard's still fighting over here, which is fantastic. Keeping the units over here occupied. Oh, okay, they chased down the enemy general. So he wasn't killed, he was just running. Okay, so this is a prime example of a good attack here. The only thing he didn't do well is retreat his cav. Like I said earlier, it's a good strategy to charge into your cav into the battle, retreat them, and then have heavy infantry close behind to engage the infantry you just charged. So this is good. He's making the Venetian heavy infantry break. Venetian heavy infantry, their morale is a little low compared to most heavy infantry. So try to use that against them.
Only half our force remains.
Only half of the Venetian force remains. Again, you got to get that infantry engaged here. Your feudal knight, your armored swordsman could use the help. And then, oh, here we go. Strads are just too much to handle here. They're gonna charge down these feudal knights. You need to get the English knights into the cav. English knights very, very good at killing cav. But he's going to send the spearmen, which is not a bad idea either. But look how far away his reinforcements are. Pretty far away because his army is split up. So England, eventually he's going to charge all one side, which I think is the best idea. And the heavy Venetian infantry, they're getting surrounded here. Oh, the English are breaking. That's not good. See, we got units just running all over the place. This is never a good sign. I don't know where these feudal knights are headed, but they're not going towards the enemy. They are running away from the enemy, which is not what you want to see. You want to stay close to the enemy because you want to kill the enemy. And here comes some English knights to reinforce his lines. Again, you don't want to charge the backs of your own infantry. You want to like try to maneuver and get around them and attack the enemy to its flank. If you ever heard of hammer and anvil, it basically means that you have a anvil unit, which basically fights the unit in the, smash mouth front battle, just the first unit to charge in. And then you have the hammer, which is a unit that flanks around and, has a very powerful charge in the backs of the enemy. So that's a good tactic to use, hammer and anvil. Very common tactic in all Total Wars. And now he's going to continue to charge his infantry. He did eventually destroy the Venetian heavy infantry. And now he's going to charge the Pavis, which is a smart idea. Very good. Got the armored swordsman going in. Now look at the Venetians. All they can really do is just watch the army get killed because their army was separated. Again, never separate your army. It's important not to. And the strads here, I guess he's going to try to use his strads. We've got some Venetian heavy infantry. I guess they returned from breaking. But they're shaken, so I don't really expect them to fight that long in this engagement. We're going to get a counter charge from the dismounted English knights. They're charging. They're eager but tired. We'll see who wins this one. Oh, we're going to get some help from the strads, though. Oh, England, send more English knights over here. Oh, but the Venetians break. Wow. Pretty pathetic from the Venetian heavy infantry there. Ooh. Another strad charge into the dismounted English knights. Oh, they killed one. So at this point, England needs to regroup. He needs to regroup and prepare for the second assault here by Venice, his reinforcements. He can still win this one, but it's going to be challenging because he has no cav. He lost most of his cav. And then we have some units over here just standing here. So make sure you manage all of your units. So make sure you're aware of units that return from routing and stuff like that, because that can be a huge game changer. And we have the Sherwood archers. Get them up there. Get them fighting. They're shooting at a retreating force. That's no good. That's not going to help you. So Venice is charging his crossbow militia. It looks like they won in melee against the armored swordsman. And here comes another strad charge there. At this point, you need to turn around those English knights and fight them, but he doesn't look like he's going to stop here. And he's going to try to stop the reinforcements, but at this point, he really doesn't have enough manpower to stop the Venetians. And he admits defeat right here. So good game to all players. This is definitely a more beginner's game, but hopefully you can learn from this if you are new at this game, from what the mistakes they made and all the good stuff they did too. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like, again, happy birthday to Like a Boss. I hope you have a wonderful day. And thanks for watching, guys.